Hello and welcome back to another predictions video. We're up to game week 45 of this 2023-2024 championship season. Just 2 game weeks to go before the end of the season. On top of the shop, Leicester City now on 94 points. It's realistically now it's between them, Leeds and Ipswich Town for the automatic promotion places. And at the bottom of the table, Birmingham City, Sheffield Wednesday, Huddesrfield, Plymouth, probably Blackburn are in dire trouble. So a very, very important game week coming up this weekend, and it all kicks off on Friday evening at Loftus Road, where the R's, Queen's Park Rangers, take on Leeds United. QPR last time out, a lovely victory against Preston on North End, and Leeds United, as we said, in second position in the table, 4 points behind Leicester. Really need a victory in this one. Beaten Middlesbrough last time out in a very, very exciting match. I think they will. I think they'll go to London and collect all 3 points in a 2-1 away victory. I can see QPR scoring at home. Next up, we've got Blackburn Rovers, who forms a bit erratic, taking on a Coventry side who did ever so well against Manchester United, but then on Wednesday evening, losing at home to Hull City, their promotion chances as well going up there. But Blackburn, Ewood Park could be difficult. Coventry in bad form, another tight one. But I think Coventry, their confidence has been shot now. What are they now? They're 9 points behind Norwich, so it looks like their season is over. So I'm going to go for a Blackburn Rovers victory here. Blackburn still got stuff to play for. They're not safe either, just 3 points above the relegation zone. Big crowd at Ewood Park, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory to Rovers. Next up, we've got Bristol City coming up against Rotherham. Rotherham down. Bristol City with a truly amazing draw away against Norwich last time out. In this one, there's only one victor, and it's the Wurzels with a 2-0 win. Then we move to the Cardiff City Stadium, where I'll be in attendance with Nathan watching Cardiff Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough in fine form, however, last time they did lose that match against Leeds 4-3, and Cardiff with an absolutely fantastic late win against Southampton. A lot of the youngsters played in that one, so a tough one to call. Depends on what sides these two teams put out. If they're both at full strength, then you could probably see Middlesbrough sneak in this one. And hopefully Cardiff will get the victory, but I think Middlesbrough will come away with a 2-1 win. But that's my head saying that. Next up, we've got Huddesrfield coming up against Birmingham. This is probably the biggest match of the day. Birmingham in 22nd position, Huddesrfield in 23rd. Huddesrfield on 44 points, Birmingham on 46 points. Whoever wins this one will be full of confidence going into the last game of the season. Could end up in a draw. Huddesrfield just a 1 win in the last 7. Difficult one to predict. Huddesrfield have been bunk. I'm going to go for a Birmingham win. It was a decent draw. Well, not really. Should really beat Rotherham there, shouldn't they? Prior to that, Rotherham was a 3-0 victory. Here we go. I'm going to go for a 2-1 away victory to Birmingham to break the Terriers' hearts. Then we move to the London, where Millwall take on Plymouth. Plymouth themselves need points in this one. Millwall, 3 wins on the bounce. They're safe for another season. Could be nervy times there in London. You would expect Millwall to get all 3 points, but Plymouth really need the points as well to stave off relegation, and I think they'll get a draw in London. I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. We then move on to Carrow Road, where Norwich take on Swansea. Swansea in decent form themselves. A very good win away against Huddesrfield last time out. In Norwich, it was that draw against Bristol City. You know what? I'm going to go for another draw in this one. It's like Swansea can be very, very spawny. And I think they'll spawn a point here, 1-1. Then we move on to Hillsborough, where Sheffield Wednesday take on West Brom. Sheffield Wednesday need the points. Only 1 defeat in their last 6-2 in last 7. West Brom back-to-back defeats against Sunderland and Leicester. You know what? I fancy the Owls to get all 3 points here in a 1-0 nervy victory. We then move on to St Mary's, where Southampton have lost 2 on the bounce, taken on a Stoke side who were just 1 defeat in their last 6. A good win against Plymouth last time out. Southampton, okay, they're cemented in the playoffs. They're not going to be going up automatically, barring some sort of miracle. And there would be a miracle because they're mathematically out of the picture. So, realistically. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to the Saints. Then we move on to Vicarage Road, where Watford take on Sunderland. Watford, a bit of a draw specialist. Sunderland, bit of a topsy-turvy end of the season. Another draw in this one. I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. Then we move on to the MKM Stadium, where Hull City on Wednesday evening carved out an excellent away win against Coventry. And Ipswich Town in third position, really need all 3 points in this one if they want any hope now of automatic promotion, although they do have a game in hand over Leeds and Leicester. Hull City still striving to get into those playoffs, really need to win here, and I think they will. I think they're going to edge out Plymouth in a spectacular match, 3-1. We then move on to Deepdale, where Preston North End take on Leicester. Leicester want to finish off the season on a high, and I think they will. They're getting back to winning ways. An excellent 5-0 victory against Southampton last time out, which was followed up week prior with a 2-1 victory against West Brom. Preston, looks like they've packed their bags for holidays, haven't they? So all I can see is a 2-0 away win to the Foxes. And then the final match of this game week says Coventry City take on Ipswich. Earlier in the season I predicted a 1-1 scoreline, but I'm going to change that now. Coventry look out of sorts. I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to Ipswich Town, the Tractor Boys. So those are my predictions for game week 45. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Superbru website, like SG Minor did last week. Currently he's top scorer for game week 44, but Superbru website is still doing its calculations. Thanks for joining me once again, and I'll see you all in the next video, which is the final predictions video of the 2023-2024 Championship season.